The first scheme under the Ministry of Mines is Pradhan Mantri Kanji Kshetra Kalyan Yojana. This scheme will be implemented by the District Mineral Foundation. The main objective of this scheme is to implement the various developmental and welfare programs in mining affected areas. And these projects or programs will be complementing the existing ongoing scheme project or project of the state. To minimize or mitigate the adverse impact on the environment, health and socio-economic people of mining districts. And the third one is to ensure the long sustainable livelihoods for the affected people in the mining areas. The scope of this program or scheme is that the scheme is divided basically in two parts. One is high priorities areas and the second one is other priority areas. At least 60% of the KKKY funds to be utilized under the heads drinking water supply, environment preservation and pollution control measures, primary, secondary health care in affected areas, education, welfare of women, welfare of aged and disabled people, skill development and sanitization. 60% of the allocated fund would be implemented in these areas and the rest 40% will be implemented in other priority areas, which includes physical infrastructure like roads, bridges, railways, again an alternate source of irrigation. Second one would be the energy watershed development program and some enhancing environmental quality in mining districts. Only one scheme under Ministry of Mines. The next ministry is Ministry of Culture. In this we have 4 schemes: Project Mosam, Seva Bhoj Yojana, National Mission for Manuscripts and Adopt a Heritage Scheme. Project Mosam. The nodal agency for this scheme is Archaeological Survey of India and National Museum and Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts are its associate bodies. The objective of this scheme. The main objective of this scheme is to inscribe places and sites identified under Project Mosam as transnational nomination for inscription of UNESCO's World Heritage Site. The second objective is to explore the multifaceted Indian Ocean world, like archaeological and historical research to conduct these kind of research and to document the diversity of cultural, commercial and religious interactions in the Indian Ocean. The third important objective is to study the maritime routes through international scientific seminars and meetings by adopting a multidisciplinary approach. Seva Bhoj Yojana. This scheme is to reimburse CGST and IGST financial burden to the religious and charitable institutions who provide food, langar, like a community kitchen or bhandara, free of cost without any discrimination to public or devotees. This is basically to reduce the burden on them of paying CGST and IGST taxes. The outlay for this scheme for the financial year 2018-19 and 19-20 was rupees 325 crores. The third scheme under Ministry of Culture is National Mission for Manuscripts. The main objective of this scheme is to establish a digital manuscript repository at Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts, in which the researchers and scholars can view and consult the manuscripts to understand our past in its totality. The manuscript documentation and digitization by the National Manuscript will be made available to researchers and scholars through a trusted digital repository. This mission focuses on documentation, conservation, digitization and preservation of the manuscripts. The last scheme under Ministry of Culture is Adopt a Heritage Scheme. This scheme has multiple ministries and institutions involved, like Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture, state governments and UTs, and Archaeological Survey of India. The main aim of this scheme is to involve companies related to public, private, and corporate citizens and individuals to take up a responsibility of making a heritage and tourism more sustainable through development, operations, and maintenance of world-class tourist infrastructure and amenities at ASI or state heritage sites and other important tourist sites in India. This project primarily focuses on the basic amenities like sanitation, public convenience, cleanliness, drinking water, and ease of access for physically handicapped or differently able citizens or senior citizens. This is a part of responsible tourism where Monument Mitra essentially spends its corporate social responsibility funds for upkeep and maintenance. This is it. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe if you have loved it.